Muy buenas a todos, señores, señoritas, animales y lo que haya por ahí. Aquí estamos en otro vídeo de Genshin Impact. ¿Tengo algún logro más? 580 logros llevamos ya, nada mal. Reacciones geo. Bueno, vamos a hacer hoy la de Thoma, ¿de acuerdo? La legendaria de Thoma, no entera obviamente, eso lo muestro en el vídeo. Thoma, a ver qué nos cuentas, compañero. Los quehaceres cotidianos de un amo de llaves. Esto ya, el título huele a aburrimiento máximo. Bueno, a ver, ¿de acuerdo? Así se empieza criticando a sus espaldas. Así se empieza, sí señor. Y esto ocurre obviamente en Inazuma. ¿Llegaremos hoy? ¿Llegaremos mañana? Son preguntas que hay que hacerse de vez en cuando en la vida, porque con este juego uno nunca sabe si tardaremos 24 horas, 48 horas, una semana, 5 meses, o me moriré de viejo. Y esto no se ha cargado. A ver. Vale, pues sí. Vale, el objetivo es ir aquí. A ver qué ocurre con estos. Estamos en Inazuma ya,
Thoma in a while. Who knows what that guy's working on these days?
Probably something of the utmost importance, as ever. Taking guests out for lavish meals, cleaning up around the house, the usual.
We have people like that to thank for the decline of the samurai spirit in this day and age. If you're just gonna schmooze your way through every problem in life, you might as well put your blade on the scrap heap. Also, I heard he's Mondstadt, born and bred.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Es hora de acabar con esto. Vale, aquí ya una elección, ¿no? ¿No te ha dado tiempo a reaccionar?
Sorry, haven't slept too well the last couple of days, on account of all this rain we've been having.
Bueno,
Wait,
toma, amigo.
what are you all doing here? Has something happened?
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time we were going. There's still lots to do. We're busy people, Thoma. You do well to grow a sense of urgency, too.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up.
Lo oíste todo, ¿verdad?
Yep, I sure did. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit in. It's the same everywhere. If a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, good for them. It does no harm to the Kamisato clan, wouldn't you agree?
A ver, estoy de acuerdo, vale, aquí hay una elección, ¿eh? Estoy de acuerdo, que digan lo que quieran. De momento voy a decir, lo siento, pero no estoy de acuerdo.
Oh?
No podemos permitir que tu contribución a la comisión Yashiro pase desapercibida.
I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need
Había
to go
otra
down
opción
that
ahí,
route,
no sé.
though. In any case, as a housekeeper, it's hardly my place to get all high and mighty with other staff in the Yashiro Commission. But you're my guest and I live to serve. So if you have any other thoughts on the matter, please do share them with me. I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot, as long as it's a
Preguntaré
serious
primero en la
suggestion,
comisión
of course.
Yashiro.
I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come and find me if you need anything.
Sí, tomate. De acuerdo. Vamos a ver. Voy a preguntar al miembro de la comisión Yashiro. ¡Coño! ¿Dónde está, A ver, no será el capullo ese que está ahí abajo, ¿no? No, a ver, madre mía, me pone que está aquí, pero yo estoy ciego. Tú no puedes ser. Ah, eres tú, Kiyoe.
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
¿Qué pasa?
Oh, you're Miss Kamisato's friend, aren't you? Basically, something downright awful's happened, and we're discussing what on earth we should do about it. In preparation for the festival next month, we procured some very precious ceremonial implements from another island. But as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. The entire shipment is now sitting at the bottom of the
¿Hay algo que se
ocean.
pueda hacer al respecto?
Well, certainly there's no time to go all the way back out there and buy another batch. Our only option is a gentleman based on Narukami Island by the name of Yusaku. But he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised prices sky high. Clearly he wants to take us for every mora we're worth.
Usen el apellido Yashiro para presionarlo.
We've tried, but he just won't budge. It doesn't help that he has something of a feud with the Yashiro Commission. He once sold us some ceremonial implements of exceptionally poor quality. We returned the items and exposed his malpractice in the process. He's resented us ever since. Now that he actually has the chance to get back at us, there's no way he'll back down. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out.
Esto parece un
And the
trabajo para
festivals
Thoma.
drawing Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off to see him. But I don't know whether they'll be able to resolve it. I really hope the festival goes smoothly.
No habrá ninguno. Te lo aseguro. Bueno, vamos a contárselo a Thoma. A Tomate.
Oh, that whole situation, huh? I heard a thing or two about it. I was planning on finding some time to sort it out after
¿Tienes alguna
entertaining you.
solución?
It's hard to say for sure. I'd need to talk with the guy first. Since this has piqued your interest, how about we head over there together? Still, the original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into
Quiero
the
que la
trials
gente
and
te muestre el
tribulations of the
respeto que
Yashiro
mereces.
Commission. Ah, so that's your goal here. Well, if that is what you really want, I'd better give this my best shot.
Vale, bueno. Estamos seleccionando cositas, ¿eh? Vale, tenemos que ir justamente a la ciudad. A ver, el gremio está ahí porque está en amarillo porque supongo que hay dos que se han acabado ya la expedición. Fischel y Bennett, porque son los que tienen como un tiempo menor en hacerlas. Así que los voy a mandar de nuevo. De acuerdo, Bennett y Fisher. Bueno, vamos a ver. Ya hemos llegado. A ver, ¿qué pasa aquí?
Your asking price just isn't realistic. Hey, what point are you trying to make here, huh?
If the festival gets delayed, don't say we didn't warn you.
Help! I'm being attacked by Yashiro Samurai!
What? Hey, cut that out!
You little... Take it easy, would you? Look, we're not going to harm you, all right?
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my will! Doshin! I need a Doshin!
Looks like there's no negotiation to be had here. Come on.
Vámonos, sí, porque este tío es un cerdo.
Wait up.
Un cerdote y...
Is that all they got? Amateurs. The nerve. Oh, hello. You were...
Hello again.
Wait, I know you. Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commission's errand boy. Don't. Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for?
Me da igual.
And all thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective. You know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there are in a given year. Now, take candles, for example. Do you have any idea how many they go through? I could switch half of them out for duds without a single person noticing, and make a small fortune in the process. I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity to report me. Well, now the tables have finally turned, and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me
Esto es
for
más que un
charging
pequeño
a
extra.
little extra? Look, I found out what happened. The Commission's shipment ran into a storm and is now lying at the bottom of the ocean. The festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. Right now, I'm the only one selling what you need. If the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. So you might want to consider your position here.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items. Surely resolving this dispute swiftly is in your interest, too.
Don't give me that. The fact is, you're desperate to buy, and I ain't desperate to sell. The batch I have here can go to waste for all I care. It'd be no great loss.
Looks like we can't come to an agreement, then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up or look like a bunch of idiots when the festival comes around. Your choice. Time's precious, and I've given you a fair slice of mine today. When you're ready to pay, I'll be ready to talk.
Hablaremos. Yusaku se da la vuelta y se aleja sin mirar atrás. Y se fue.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend. I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories.
¿Quieres que hable con la suma sacerdotisa ya, Cuidado, hay una elección aquí.
No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaku was acting. But ultimately, the issue here lies with the Yashiro Commission. We were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write this out, the Yashiro Commission's reputation will take a huge hit. Let's go. There are a few people I want to introduce you to.
De acuerdo, veamos. De acuerdo, el tema está aquí. Yasutake.
Ah, if it isn't Thoma, I must say I'm surprised to see you. Last I heard, you were in Rito. Then you just vanished into thin air. Who's the new face?
A friend.
Friend? What, line of work is this guy in, then?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. Just a regular friend. No vested interest here. I originally wanted to take him out for some downtime, but we've ended up mired in commission-related complications.
Okay, I see. So, what's the situation today, then? I only ever see you when you need something.
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore. Have you made any progress on that front?
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all the stops to import stock from wherever they could get a hold of it. I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition. If you were hoping to enter the bidding now, I'm afraid you're a little late to the party.
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. We're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but we're still on the fence.
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock.
You don't say. All right, then. Here's the list of sellers. Give me your thoughts.
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down, though. I'd say to around 80% of what they've quoted you. This one sprung up out of nowhere recently in Rito. Their approach is high volume, small profit margins. The quality's not too bad, but there's always a few duds, so you'd need to inspect the goods thoroughly upon receipt. This one grabbed a loan and leapt straight onto the bandwagon. In their haste, I fear they may have ended up with the mixed bag as far as quality is concerned. Given that their price isn't particularly competitive either, I wouldn't consider them if I were you.
Wait, I know this name. Yes. I believe we're on the same page here.
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important to me, so your help in this regard would be greatly appreciated.
Don't mention it. It's no skin off. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our deliveries of iron ore have been getting stolen. Is there anything you can do to help? It's the worst on the road between Konda Village and Inazuma City. Something always seems to happen along that stretch.
No problem. We'll be back before you know it.
¿Qué está pasando aquí?
I guess you have a few questions. I'll explain everything later. But it looks like we'll need to get to work pretty soon.
De acuerdo, pelearemos. No tengo miedo. Vale, el objetivo es ir hasta allí. Pues rápidamente. Por cierto, ayer estuve farmeando escaradiablos. Aunque son para dos personajes, uno de los cuales no tengo. Por lo menos ya los tengo preparados porque no tenía tantos, la verdad. Y también estuve farmeando champiñones para escaramuch si me sale. Vale. Espérate, que me estoy desconcentrando hablando. No sé por qué coño va tan lento, tío. Déjate de tirones, coño, que no estoy haciendo nada en el ordenador. Espabila, Genshin.
Man, this hurts. Those monsters came out of nowhere. Thank you both for your help. Who are you?
Hi there. Yasutake commissioned us to come and assist with the delivery.
Wonderful. I was starting to think I'd never get this iron ore to its destination. So, do I owe you
Nope, this is between us and Yasutake. He's the one you should be thanking, if any. All right, let's do this.
Manos a la obra. Lleva las mercancías. Hostia, esto es como un encargo diario, tío. Vale, vamos a intentar... Vamos rápidamente a romper esto. Ah, coño, rómpete.
Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
Nunca se sabe, nunca. Bien. Lo que pasa es que aquí por lo visto estamos obligados a hacer esto. Venga, muérete, capullo. Bueno, ya está, ¿no?
Okay, almost there now. One final push.
Un último empujón, amigo, venga. Vale, esto fuera. Y con cuidado. Si esto lo tengo que repetir, obviamente haría una transición o lo pasaría rápido. Joder, vaya tirón de mierda, tío. Yo de verdad que no puedo entender por qué coño va tan mal esto. Joder, cómo repartimos, tío. Oye, tú, pringao, ven aquí. Vale, no he podido, da igual. Ese no formaba parte. Míralo, ahí está.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters I didn't even see where they came from. It was a dicey situation.
The route should be safe from here on out. We'll be heading off now.
Sure thing. Again, my thanks to both of you.
All in a day's work. Come on, let's go.
Venga, vamos. A lo nuestro. Habla con el comerciante. Justamente hay que volver. A ver, espabila. De verdad, no sé. Últimamente el Genshin se pega petaditas. No sé qué se fuma, no sé qué le pasa, pero se pega petaditas. Vale, ya estamos aquí de nuevo.
Worry no more, good sir. Your goods have been safely delivered.
Good to know. As for the issue you needed my help with, I have someone on the case. You can expect a resolution very shortly. You always seem to be cleaning up for other people behind the scenes. It must keep you pretty busy. Seems to eat up all your personal time, too. Speaking of, I'm going to need your help again in a few days' time. There's a meeting coming up, and several trade associations will be fighting tooth and nail over the chance to make a profit. You'll have to mediate on this one.
Ah, that rings a bell. Not a problem. I'll be there.
Oh, one other thing. I heard Sakai gave our guy a loan a while back. Just thought you might be interested to know.
Huh, is that so? It sounds like I should go talk to him then. Thanks again for all your help.
Think nothing of it. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in a few days' time.
Venga, Yatsutake se despide y se va.
This problem is halfway solved.
¿Ese quién era?
That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. He's in charge of all of their procurement and also responsible for keeping their weapon supply. Making weapons involves purchasing raw materials, so he's the key decision maker in all the related trade in iron ore. The iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now.
¿Pero qué tiene eso que ver con los asuntos
On the
ceremoniales?
surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but you'll see very shortly. But before that, time to go visit another old friend of mine.
Pues vamos, vamos, vamos. Hay que espabilar. Ve con Thoma a ver a Sakai, que está allí. Un poquito más al norte. Venga, Sakai. Vamos a conocernos. A ver, Sakai, aquí estoy.
Ah, Thoma, you too? Yasutake sent someone over already, but I'm telling you, Thoma, I just don't know if it's feasible.
Really? Why? Is there a problem?
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on that loan. If I go hounding him for Mora now, that makes me the bad guy.
But as I recall, the only reason he was entitled to such a long period was because at the outset, he had a business relationship with the Yashiro Commission. So, if we sever ties with him, surely he'd have to pay you back right away.
In principle, that's how it works, but I'd still be the one who has to take all the flack. I'm just a small-timer, you know? People like me need stability and security, not to go rocking the boat.
Come on now, let's work something out. Weren't you after some Noctiluctus jade last time we spoke? We can put our heads together and get a hold of some for you.
Well, Noctilucus jade would be good for starters, but...
For starters, I'd say that's plenty for now. You don't want to go biting off more than you can chew.
You... Okay, fine. If you bring me some Noctilucus jade, I'll get my hands dirty for you.
Great. All right.
Yo ya tengo. O sea, esto es muy fácil. O sea, a estas alturas, quien no tenga...
Is this enough?
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. I promise you'll be satisfied customers. You know, Thoma, you haven't changed one bit. Same mindset, same style of working. I sure hope the two of us never get into a conflict. Fingers crossed our cooperation will stay happy and healthy for a long time to come.
Don't you worry. Unless you've got plans to cause trouble for the Yashiro Commission, the future looks bright for all our future dealings.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
¿Podemos confiar en este tipo?
Don't worry. People whose attention is always focused on other people's weaknesses tend to expose their own weaknesses pretty easily. Let's head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
Sí, venga, va. Yo creo que le quedará poco, ¿no? Espero que sí. Observa el desenlace. Pues observemos. Venga, vamos. A ver. Observemos.
What do we do now?
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe he'd have a change of heart.
I highly doubt that would work. And again, since we don't have any other options...
But the samurai spirit...
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever humiliation comes our way to resolve the situation. This, too, is the samurai spirit.
Is anyone there?
Huh? What's he doing here?
He must be here to make fun of us.
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace yourself. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Thoma? Thoma, are you here? I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock, too, if you need more. Please, you'll have everything you could need.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None whatsoever. I'll stake my whole reputation on it. No fakes, no defects. I give you my word. Please, this is my whole livelihood. Don't cut me off.
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay, I'll deliver the goods right away. Right away, I promise.
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. All right, with that taken care of, let's get out of here.
Why was he apologizing to Thoma?
What's going on here? Hey, Thoma, that's strange. Where'd he go? He was right here a second ago.
Sospechoso. Encuentras a Thoma limpiando en el pasillo.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold, and it wouldn't bother him. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really feel the heat. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers, so I sorted it out privately. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, and wouldn't be able to pay off his loan, he suddenly felt the pressure. Then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so
Ese es el
he'd seek
estilo,
it's
Thoma.
no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations like this in the past. I know you'd like people to look up to me more, but it doesn't bother me all that much. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. On the contrary, having too good of a reputation can be restrictive. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? That says that in your mind, I'm not the kind of person they say I am. For me, that's enough. All I need is for the people I'm close with to know the real me. Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. I owe you one. I'll have to entertain you again sometime.
Ah, plus I didn't get very far with entertaining you this time around, so I guess I owe you two.
Bien, toma, bien, tómate. Vale, un final ya. La otra cara del amo de llaves. Parece que ser amo de llaves es un trabajo más interesante y relajado. Bueno, no sé qué decirte. Vamos a mirar la de Thoma. Bueno, el primer final lo hemos encontrado ya. Dale. Joder. A ver, vale, pues estamos ahí. Vale, pues ahora hay que buscar la otra. A ver, vamos a ver dónde se empezaba. Creo que justamente aquí además, Correcto. Vamos a elegir opciones diferentes. Aunque la que hemos elegido antes había otra luego, Voy a intentar mirar eso rápidamente porque como esto lo hemos leído, voy a elegir otra vez. Es hora de acabar con esto. Por curiosidad, ¿de acuerdo? Y ahora veremos qué pasa aquí. Vamos a seguir. Pum, pum, pum. Ahora, estoy de acuerdo. Que digan lo que quieran.
Exactly. Or live and let live, is it? Today, it's time for a hard-earned rest. There's been so much to deal with since I got out of Komori Tea House. Oh man, this vacation's been a long time coming. There's too much going on here.
Venga.
You're still my guest after all.
Esto es lo mismo, creo. Pero bueno, la cuestión es que nos vamos a otro sitio, ¿no? Vale, ya empieza diferente esto. Por lo tanto, elegir eso ha sido bueno.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something you'll enjoy. But despite that, I still haven't got a clear plan on where to take you. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor or outdoor activities?
A ver... Vale. Aquí hay una decisión, ¿no?
I don't really
Veremos.
feel like spending my day running all over the place either.
Vale.
In which case, let's head to Komori Tea House. There's nowhere better to sit and chat quietly with a pot of tea. I'll head over there right now and get a few things prepared. Come and join me when you're ready.
Vale, vale, vale. Bueno, de momento vamos a ver qué es lo que nos van a pedir. Busca a Thoma en la casa de té con More. Pues vamos para allí. A ver si da tiempo por lo menos a sacar varios finales. Creo que no tenía que haber ido por aquí. Bueno, da igual. Bueno, pues entramos. Vamos a ver ¿qué nos encontraremos dentro? Es una muy buena pregunta. Y toda pregunta necesita una respuesta. Hola. A ver. Está por aquí. Correcto, amigo Thoma.
Oh, welcome. It must have been a while since you were last here. Since it's about time to eat, I couldn't resist whipping up a little something for us. So, please, help yourself. And
Hostia, chaval.
I can't claim to compete with the likes of Uyu Restaurant Chef.
Yo me lo
but
comía.
I think I did all right. What's wrong? You look shocked.
Pensé que solo sabías cocinar como en el juego de Shabu Shabu.
Whoa. There's been a misunderstanding. I admit, I may have added a few weird things to that hot pot, but it was just a game. For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a housekeeper, after all. Wouldn't have gotten very far without a few culinary skills. Anyway, please dig in. I won't get the chance to cook for you like this every day.
Buah, la comida de la mesa desaparece en un santiamén. Está dando paimón ahí.
Well, seems like my cooking has your seal of
Está
approval.
delicioso.
You're welcome. When you're out adventuring on your own, you've got to maintain your quality of life. Take your cape, for example. I definitely see one or two loose threads there. If you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is going to come undone. And then you'll have a really tough time mending it. Let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy with the needle and thread. Speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence that you won't find anyone as handy around the home as I am. Cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths.
Ya veo.
You can always feel free to hand me jobs like this. What is it?
A ver, puedes dar clases de economía doméstica en la comisión Yashiro.
Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the Yashiro Commission staff? I'm not sure it would work. I doubt anyone would sign up for that class. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some housekeeping wisdom with the Yashiro Commission would certainly be in people's best interests. Life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're going to bring your best self to your work. You know what? Let's give it a try. But first, how do you think I should promote it?
A ver, hay que promoverlo con bombo y platillo.
You think so? In that case, I need to prepare. If I'm going to end up with a lot of students, I should make sure I have all the supplies I need for the class. Tables and chairs I can sort out easily enough, but I'll need to stock up on materials and ingredients for the textiles.
Yo me encargaré de eso.
Are you sure? That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see. To start with, I'll be needing lavender melon, fowl, and flour. Once we have all our essentials, we can figure out the next steps. I really hope everything goes smoothly.
Ya tengo todo eso. Así que se lo entregamos.
Great. That's all the ingredients we need. Time to hit the streets and launch our grand advertising camp. As it happens, I know someone in town who runs a textiles business. I'm sure she must know lots of people interested in housekeeping. So, let's pay her a visit.
Venga, preguntemos. De acuerdo, reúnete una unidad. Sí, eso ya está. De acuerdo, hay que promoverlo justo allí. No sé si llegaré antes saliendo o yendo desde ahí. A ver lo que tarda esto. Llevo 31 minutos. Solo llevamos un final. A ver qué pasa, ¿eh? A ver qué pasa. Vamos, por favor. A ver, por ahí está el tema, ¿eh? Bueno, pues nada, vamos a ver. Ya estamos en la legendaria de Thoma, ¿eh? Con la tontería nos las vamos quitando de encima. A ver, Orgura.
Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimo. Oh, hi, Thoma. Looking to buy some fabric? We have a new batch in. It's a great choice if you're looking to make loungewear.
It sounds interesting. I'll take a look. But the main reason I'm here today, though, is to pick your brain about something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Well, we're thinking of starting a housekeeping class. Problem is, I'm not sure where to go looking for students. So I was wondering if you might help me spread the word. Among other things, I'll be teaching some handy sewing techniques, so providing everything goes smoothly, I'll be needing to buy quite a lot of fabric from your store. Do you think you'd be able to lend a hand?
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. And thank you for supporting my business, Thoma. As it happens, several of my regular customers do have an interest in housekeeping. After I've closed up for the day, I'll go and talk to them for you. The only thing is, I'm not sure there's enough of them for a whole class. Ah, I know. Yuko is supposed to be very well connected in the community. Why don't you go and ask her?
Yuko? I'm sure I've heard that name somewhere before. So she has an interest in housekeeping?
If I remember correctly, she mentioned in conversation once that she's tried knitting a sweater a few times, but with your housekeeping expertise, I'm sure you'd be able to get her interested.
Great. Thanks for all your help, Miss. All right, let's go try our luck with Yuko.
Venga, Yuko. A ver, Yuko. Que está justamente ahí. Pues vamos rápidamente al punto. A ver, Yuko. Yuko.
Honestly, my husband doesn't lift a finger around the house. The moment he's home on his day off, it's shoes off and straight to bed so he can just lie there doing nothing.
Ugh, I have one of those at home as well. I know his work is tiring, but recently I've been really struggling with all the housework. It's starting to give me a backache.
They act like it's our job, just because we do it. But nobody...
Hello, ladies. Might I ask which one of you is Yuko?
Oh, that would be me. Sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I'm Thoma, the housekeeper for the Yashiro Commission. We're looking to start a housekeeping class at the Commission headquarters. I was just wondering whether that might be something that interests you.
Housekeeping? As a class?
That's right, yes. We'll be teaching a whole bunch of handy housework tips and tricks. Sweeping, mopping, laundry, cookery, that sort of thing. All based on my years of experience as a housekeeper. The class is free, of course. The only cost to you is the materials used during the class.
What do you think?
I think this is suspiciously coincidental.
Well, I'll be straight with you ladies. I believe the classes are free for a limited time only.
Si fuera ustedes, aprovecharía esta oportunidad única.
So far, attendance has been a little on the slow side, so we decided to start offering free trial classes. After the trial period comes to an end, and if you're still satisfied with the results, you can book more classes for yourself and complete the rest of the course.
I see. It certainly sounds reasonable. But I have a question. Is this class restricted to women only?
Oh, not at all. It's open to people of all genders and ages. The way I see it, housework comprises an essential set of skills that no one could afford to be without. You've got to know how to look after yourself. Life should come before work, don't you think?
Well said. In that case, I'll bring my husband along. Sounds like he could learn a thing or two from you.
Me too. Oh, and while you're at it, have you thought about asking Nagano? I'm sure older folks like him would have time to attend. The more the merrier, right?
Thank you, Thoma. Please excuse us.
All right. I'll see if I can convince the older folks to come along and make up the numbers.
Bien, ¿no? Lo hemos conseguido. De acuerdo. A ver, ahora hay que ir allí otra vez. A ver. Vale, ahora hay que promocionarle a los ancianos. Bueno, vamos a ver. Estas tareas hay que hacerlas. Siempre, por supuesto que sí. Hombre, siempre que se pueda. Nagano.
Housekeeping class, eh? I was handy around the home back in the day. Sadly, the older I get, the fewer things I'm able to do myself. You're very young. Are you quite sure you're up to the task of teaching housekeeping?
No debería subestimar a Thoma.
I will do my very best. As housekeeper for the Kamisato clan, I've been honing my craft for a long time now. I believe I'm up to the task.
Very good, young man. Well then, I shall have to come and see for myself. If you're as good as you claim to be, I will encourage everyone I know to attend your classes. And if I find your skills to be lacking, I will be quite happy to teach a few things myself.
What can I say? We'll be honored to have you in attendance, sir. Well then, that will probably just about do it as far as promotion is concerned. Let's head back to the Yashiro Commission.
Venga, volvamos. De acuerdo, que está ahí. Pues bien, nada mal. Veamos qué tal. Llevamos 37 minutos y ya se empieza a percibir... No sé si el final, pero... A ver, ya hemos vuelto.
To be honest, with this being my first time holding a class, I've got no idea how many people to expect. I just hope it goes well. Anyway, tonight I'll set up the tables and chairs, then tomorrow we can meet back at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. So, what do you think the turnout will be
Seguro
like?
que muchas.
I sure hope so. We promoted it pretty hard after all. This is the weirdest feeling. Housekeeping has always been something I do alone, but now I'm about to face a class full of students. You'd better show up to class tomorrow.
Sí, yo vuelvo también. Espera hasta el día siguiente a las 8. Pues rápidamente esperamos. Y ¡pum! Bueno, 8:27. Si llegamos tarde no pasa nada, ¿no? Nosotros no somos alumnos, nosotros somos ayudantes. Por lo tanto, 27 minutos tarde, pues... No pasa nada. Se acepta. De acuerdo, entonces ya ha pasado el tiempo. Y ¡pum! Hostia, mirad, hay gente,
Welcome, one and all. This is my first time teaching a housekeeping class, just as I'm sure it's your first time attending one. I'd like to start from the theory, if I may, and talk a little bit about why mastering the discipline of housekeeping is so...
Quick, come in. Thoma started the class already.
Todo el mundo está escuchando con mucha
Of
atención.
course. No one's ever held a class like this in the past. I saved you a place. Please take a seat.
¿Y los maridos?
The way I see it, housekeeping is a unique skill set that empowers you to set your life in order. Nowhere are these skills more pertinent than in the context of a marital relationship. In a marriage, the lives of two people become closely intertwined. If you can't look after yourself properly, that burden ends up being shouldered by your partner. This, in turn, will start to take a toll upon the relationship with... What are you doing here?
Hostia.
What the? Huh?
I brought him.
No sabía.
Didn't you say men can study housekeeping too?
Wipe that look off your face. Aren't you going to greet the teacher?
No, it's...
Darling.
Hello, teacher.
For the love of... Hello, teacher.
Well, hello, and welcome. Now that you're here, I expect you to pay attention and work hard. Well, let's keep going. Housekeeping is not difficult, per se. The difficult part is consistency. To keep up with housework on an ongoing basis, you either have to love everything about it, or you need a few tricks up your sleeve to make things easier.
Thoma realmente habla con estilo.
Excuse me, you over there, focus, please. I like to see active engagement in my lessons. That is, unless some of you are looking to stay behind after...
Muy bien, Thoma, así se habla. Estoy orgulloso de ti. Un curso popular, una participación activa, como debe ser. Bueno, pues oye, segundo final conseguido. Venga, vamos bien. Bueno, bien, no sé si vamos, pero vamos. A ver. Bien. Bueno, pues... ha aparecido esto. Me sorprende, pero vamos a intentar localizarlo. Yo antes no lo he visto eso, tío. Vale, busca Thoma en la casa de Tecomore. Pues vamos para allí. Pues yo antes no he visto ese hueco negro, ¿eh? ¿Por qué ha aparecido ahora, tío? A lo mejor aparece porque hemos conseguido desbloquear otra cosa, no lo sé. Bueno, vamos a ir por aquí ahora. Llegamos antes, no damos tanta vuelta. Bueno, pues entramos de nuevo. A ver, hay que elegir algo diferente aquí, ¿eh? Veamos si nos lleva a otro final o no. A ver, rápidamente, que esto ya lo hemos visto. Nada. ¿Alguna elección nueva? De momento nada, lo de antes. Gracias por tu hospitalidad. Vale, esto es lo mismo, así que da igual lo que elijamos ahí. Ah, vale. Si esas son cosas de tu punto fuerte, así podrías empezar a ganar respeto. Vale, a lo mejor hay que elegir una promoción más pequeña, ¿no? Es lo único que se me ocurre. Anunciémoslo solo en la comisión Yashiro. Vale, ahí está la clave, creo.
Tables and chairs I can sort out easily enough, but we'll need to think some more about how exactly to promote this. Let's start by asking around at the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
Sí, vamos a empezar por aquí cerca. De acuerdo. Vale. Bueno, voy a salir, aunque he salido, pero... Ahí está, de acuerdo. Vamos a ir para allí. Y vamos a ver qué conseguimos hacer. A ver, esto ya es diferente. Le cuenta sobre la clase de economía doméstica a Irano.
Housekeeping, you say? You know, since it's Thoma teaching, I'd definitely be up for going. Unfortunately, I have quite a lot going on over the next couple of days. But could I swing by once my schedule's freed up?
Sí, irás, yo lo sé.
Thanks, Thoma. Also, this isn't really my place, but if you're starting a housekeeping class, haven't you thought about asking Furuta? As the Kamisato clan's butler, I'm sure she'd know a lot about
Bueno, vamos a preguntarle.
Let's go pay her a visit. Let's hope this goes smoothly.
Saldrá bien, Thoma, saldrá bien, confiemos. De acuerdo, a ver. Vale, está aquí. Ah, señora.
Ah, Thoma, and a guest. This is a rare combination. Has something happened?
Oh, not at all. We were just thinking of starting a housekeeping class.
A housekeeping class? How wonderful. Do you know, I've always wanted to have Koharu learn from you. Oh, finally the time has come. I'm guessing you intend to open the class up to the whole Yashiro Commission? Not just housekeeping staff and servants, right? In which case, why don't you do a big spring clean of the commission itself? It would be a great way to showcase your methods. Seeing is believing, after all. You could spend a long time trying to convince them
Pues
with
me parece una
words
muy buena
alone.
idea. De verdad es buena idea.
I like Furuta's suggestion. And
Vale,
it's
aquí
not
creo
like
que la
we have
elección
a
no
better
importa.
idea anyway. In which case, heck, why not? Let's showcase the appeal of housekeeping for all in the Yashiro Commission to see. Let's get started.
Venga, empezamos. La limpieza atrae la atención de los miembros de la comisión Yashiro. ¿Vale? A ver. Ah, que tengo que cortar esto. Bueno, apuntemos bien. A ver.
And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone.
Aquí hay un logro secreto y es conseguir hacer esto en menos de un minuto.
While we're here, though, we should water the trees.
De acuerdo, ¿cómo se tienen que regar? Ah, vale, vale. Corre, coño.
What's this all about?
De acuerdo. Vale, vale, vale. Hay que hacerlo en menos de un minuto esto, ¿eh? Vale, ven, vamos bien, vamos bien. Ya está. Lo hemos hecho, ¿eh? Nos dan un logro si hacemos esto en menos de un minuto. Está todo bien, todo bien.
I wonder if we managed to get any of them interested. Either way, thanks for your help. I usually handle all of this stuff on my own, but having you join me today was a
Espero que la clase vaya bien.
Well, here's hoping. I'll set out some tables and chairs tonight. I've got no idea how many people will show up tomorrow. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nos vemos, amigo. ¿Vale? Amo de casa, ¿veis? Vale, hay que hasta las 8 también, de acuerdo. Pues rápidamente volvamos a hacer esto. Y le quedará poco, ¿eh? Sería el tercer final ya, así que vamos por buen ritmo. Venga, vamos. De acuerdo, ahí está el tema. El Thoma.
Welcome.
A ver, parece que no ha venido mucha gente.
Don't be too upset. This is normal. With things like this, you can't expect to change people's views overnight. It takes time and effort. Well then, it looks like I'm all yours for this class. I mentioned earlier about sewing up your clothes for you, didn't I? I also want to take this opportunity to teach you how to knit a sweater. That way, you'll be able to make yourself some warm clothes before the winter comes.
Que mereces.
The fact that you're so ready to look out for me has already made me very happy. But really, it doesn't bother me at all. Once in a while, someone takes issue with my background, interests, or the nature of my work. And that's okay. You can't expect everyone in life to see things the way you do. People are always going to talk. It's in their nature, and you can't do much to stop them. I don't mind what they say about me. What I care about is the well-being of the Kamisato clan. But that's enough about all that. Come on, grab your needle and let's get knitting. Let's start with the classic stockinette stitch. First, wrap the yarn around, pull it through here, then hang it on the needle. Put your thumb on the yarn here, index finger here, and pull it tight.
¿Así?
You learn pretty quick, but you need to pay close attention to this. Exactly, just like that. Now, set yourself a small goal to start with. Scarves are always a great choice. When it's finished, you can either wear it yourself or gift it to a friend. Just imagining it warms my heart.
Qué bonito. Bueno, pues nada. Tiempo a solas. ¿Quién hubiera imaginado que tejer un suéter sería tan difícil? La cara del viajero, madre mía. Bueno, un final más, perfecto, nada mal, eso me gusta. De acuerdo. Pum y pum. Ahora sí, hemos conseguido llegar hasta ahí, ¿eh? Bien, bien, bien. Pues solo falta desde aquí encontrar estas dos, ¿eh? Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver, repito. Vale, desde aquí. Vamos a elegir algo diferente. Vale, hemos elegido esta. Ahora salgamos a dar una vuelta.
You want to go out for a stroll? Perfect. I have a couple of places I was going to recommend. If you like cats and dogs, there's a great place I can take you. I go there pretty much every time I have a day off. You can't help but be in a good mood when you're surrounded by cute animals. Feeling that, we could go downtown if you'd prefer. Narukami Island will be packed right now, so we could go to Rito instead. Back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time, actually. Which one are you?
Bueno, tenemos que elegir. Si elegimos la primera opción nos dan el logro oculto. Quiero ver a esos perros y gatos. Luego elegiremos la otra, ¿de acuerdo?
I had a feeling you'd pick that one. Nice. There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where I go to feed them. Let's meet there in a short while. I need to grab a few things, though. Can't go there empty-handed.
Bueno, vamos para allí. No sé en qué momento nos darán el logro, pero hay que elegir esa opción, ¿de acuerdo? Vale, pues vamos a ir allí. Desde aquí llegaremos. Tranquilamente, tranmentequila. De acuerdo. A ver. Hostia, por cierto, os tengo que comentar algo que he planeado. Un momento. Toma, tomate.
This is a pretty good spot, right? There are tons of
Sí.
stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come to Komori Tea House, I bring some food for them. It just sort of became a tradition over time. At first, it was a bit of a chore, but the more time I spent with them, the more I came to enjoy it.
Parece que les
You think
agradas.
so? Well, feed them enough times, and I'm sure you'll win their affection too. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Whenever you have any free time, you'll find yourself desperate to come and visit them. Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces.
Está bien, lo intentaré.
Don't worry, I've trained them to not be aggressive toward humans. They'll still run away if they find someone threatening, but I'm pretty sure they'll like you. You're an approachable person, and they can tell. Animals...
Vale, bien, bien, bien. Soy buena gente. A ver, alimenta. Alimentar. Correcto. Alimentar. Correcto también. Hablemos, tomate.
Well, that didn't take long. Look at that. Best buds already. Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really trust you. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on guard in case an enemy approaches. Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north
¿Es
of
normal que
Koda
haya perros
Village.
ninja merodeando por el campo?
Well, that's the thing. They rarely go off on their own. Usually, they stick with their human ninja partners. After retiring, most ninja dogs are taken in by their partner, or sometimes someone else in the Yashiro Commission will take them in. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little
¿Y por
concerned.
qué no lo adoptas?
Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but it wouldn't let me. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but it gave me a nasty bite. Still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't know what it would have to eat out there.
A ver, ¿por qué no vamos a verlo
That would be
juntos?
great. Even though it's not the most approachable dog, I still want to give it another try. It seems to sit in the same spot on the beach all day, only moving to take a few paces back when the tide comes in. Last time I saw it, its fur was soaking wet. Ultimately, bringing it back to the Yashiro Commission is going to be a lot better for it than leaving it sitting out in the element. Or we could even bring it back to Komori Tea House to make friends with Tarumaru. Well, let's see if we even get that far.
Vamos a ver, sí, sí, veamos. Vale, ahora hay que ir justamente ahí. Vale, pues mientras voy para allá os comento que a Scaramouche le quedan 5 o 6 días. Y a partir de ahora yo creo que las tiradas, como llevan bastantes minutos hacerlas también, las haré yo aparte, ¿de acuerdo? O sea, voy a tirarlas aparte y mostraré en un vídeo aparte y todo el rollo, supongo. Porque así es mejor. Y a ver si tengo suerte y me sale Scara, tío, que es el objetivo. Bueno, tengo otro objetivo también. Vamos a ver.
Oh, see it? It's that one, just up. Judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog from the Shimatsuban. It's looking a little more docile today. Shall we try and get close? Oh, you should stay a few paces behind me. I know it looks calm, but if it gets riled up, it could pounce and bite in an instant.
Hay que tener cuidado, Uy, uy, uy.
Here, doggy. Good doggy. You hungry, my friend? Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You must want to eat a little something. You don't have to come back with us, but come on. A dog's gotta eat, right? You're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first bite. See? Delicious and
Sí, te lo tomas
poison-free.
en serio.
Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. And then I'll leave you alone. How's that sound? Looks like it has zero intention of eating the food we brought. Is it just me, or does it look kind of on edge? Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby that's got him on
¿Será por
alert.
esos monstruos? Es nuestro momento, Hay que
You
entrar
think
en
he was
acción.
attacked by monsters? It's possible. People do tend to lose their appetite in dangerous situations. Maybe it's the same for dogs, too. Let's clear out the area on behalf of our canine companion here. Thanks for helping out. This place should be a little more tranquil now.
Sí, venga, vamos. Derrota a los enemigos cercanos. ¡Pum! No he hecho eso, tío. No quería hacerlo así, joder. Tío, ¿no va bien esto o qué pasa, tío? Ah, ¿qué más? Bueno, quiero ponerles las cadenas. Bueno, pues bien. Observa qué hace el perro ninja. Supongo que hay que acercarse, ¿no? Venga, vamos a ver.
Oh, here, doggy. Look, no more danger. You've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Then let's get you back to Komori Tea House. Whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Tarumaru all about it.
Vale, todavía se niega a cooperar.
Rejected again. And there I was thinking that I was the one it didn't like. I didn't expect it to be so on edge around you too. Well, to me this proves that it simply doesn't want to leave this place. For now, let's not force it. Time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. I'll see if I can find its owner, so they can come and collect it.
Pero es de los
That's
ocelos.
right. The Shumatsuban only answer to the Yashiro Commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Under most circumstances, no one else has the authority to inquire into their business. However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato a while back, and he agreed to let me bend the rules in exceptional circumstances. That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course, but I'll be able to get the intel we need, no problem. It's sort of a prerogative I have. Oh, all right, there's a good dog. Calm down. We're not gonna take you away. It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now. Make sure to give yourself a good rest. All right, let's go.
Vámonos. Vale, pregunta por el dueño justamente ahí. Vamos a ver si da tiempo a terminar este final también. Vale, vamos a ver. Kazuaki.
This ninja dog you speak of, could I trouble you to describe it again for me?
A red Shiba with the scar in its eye, dressed in black stealth wear.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inu
¿Así
Shosho.
se llama?
That's right. I'm really surprised that's where you found him.
Perfect. Now that we figured out his identity, we can get his owner to go and collect it. I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. The poor thing's out there all on his own with no real food or shelter day and night. So, shall we go find the owner and see if they have time to fetch him?
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owner's identity. What I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission and he won't be coming back. I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. Seems he decided to face this one alone. I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for his owner to come back, which is why he refuses to move from the beach.
Did Inu Shosho's owner leave anything behind? You know, any personal items, or a Shumatsuban uniform, perhaps.
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is the kunai he used to train with. Come with me. I'll see if I can find it for you.
Bueno, kunai, buscas en el almacén con Kazuaki.
Ah, yes, this looks like the one. The reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained it harder than anyone else, to the point where the tip became blunt from erosion. Take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to cover Inu Shosho's daily expenses.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Inu Shosho remembers the sense of this kunai. Then again, I'm certain he will. Let's go pay Inu Shosho another visit.
Venga, rápido, ahora sí que yo creo que es opción de hacer esto. Volvamos. Yo creo que el final se acerca ya. Este final se acerca. Y a ver qué tal. Quedarán dos, pero esos dos ya los muestro yo fuera del episódico este. Los muestro en el vídeo de la misión. Así que bueno, Thoma se podría decir que está liquidado. A ver si conseguimos algo, porque es una triste historia.
I know. How come this strange man suddenly knows your name? You're waiting for your master to come home, aren't you? Mind if we wait with you? Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. Look at this.
Un kunai que ya ha perdido su filo se dice que su antiguo dueño lo usó en un estricto entrenamiento.
As I thought, you remember.
Esta vez parece más dócil.
Excellent. It looks like what he needed wasn't for us to take him away, but for us to accompany him. You know, I sometimes did this too when I first arrived in Inazuma. I just stood on the beach, looking out at the horizon. Everyone has people and events from their past that they look back on fondly. I guess we only grow when we realize that those things aren't coming back. The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization. And being a ninja is an extremely dangerous profession. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban never discloses their identities. But at least now, Inushosho, you're not the only one in the world who remembers him. From today onward, we will join you in honoring his memory. I think that means deal, right?
Es un trato.
Hey, in the future, let's try and come back here from time. Maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold and wet like this could start to cause joint problems. I could make some winter clothes for him too. In fact, I'd better get started.
Bueno, pues nada mal. Oh, ahí está el logro. Recuerdos traídos por la brisa marina. Solo la compañía puede aliviar la soledad y el dolor. Muy triste, muy triste. De acuerdo, pues a ver. Ahí estamos. Sin miedo. Y nada. Aquí hay otra opción, ¿de acuerdo? Esta es la que descubriremos próximamente. Habla con Thoma, que está justamente ahí. Vale, pues yo lo voy a dejar aquí. Así que no me enrollo más. Y por ahora esto ya está. Disfrutad de vuestros días. Pero recordad, sobre todo de vuestras noches. ¡Hasta la próxima!